Well, welcome here to Marbella Life Style, and this beautiful hotel we love is Hotel Holanda, and we're very pleased to be here, honestly. So, we have to bring a little bit today, women's. Today is a problem about women's entrepreneur, women's in business, women's in sport. And today we bring in Rachel Barnett, who is from Pro Social Media Marketing.
Hi.
Right?
That's right.
I said, why so long? Isn't that simple to say, here I am, I bring you the best, and
yeah.
we're pro in marketing. So why so long? Why we always have to look so traveling and putting the name so long?
Yeah.
Why do you think so, Rachel?
Well, I think pro is, for me, when you're looking at branding and certainly a logo, pro rhymes with GoPro, and I think quite a lot of people know what GoPro is. Mm-hmm. Branding and logos are really, really important. So if you've got pro social media management,
without pro social media, it's quite long.
And that's before a glass of wine. So,
so don't tell me you thought with the second glass of wine. You say, okay, this one's the one.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show, by the way.
You're welcome, Rachel. But actually, we're here very important to give ideas and information about how to handle your business, how to bring it on board here too, because you have your own experience. Mm. So you can tell about it, because you open a business here in Spain, and then you find out things been not happening here in such an area of Andalusia or the Costa del Sol. So you came up with this idea of getting in that business. Yeah. Woman, whoa, we're strong in it. Yeah. So what will be exactly, you think, so the recommendation you give to everybody to start?
I think it depends. You've got to bear in mind, Emma, that anybody can do this. Anybody can actually have, anybody can have a business, anybody can work anywhere in the world. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is really just find out what that business is that you want to actually do. And for me, we wanted to help people. My previous job as a police officer meant that I was helping people on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. So when I moved to Spain, I wanted to find something that I thought, obviously, I'm not going to join the police in Spain.
Well, join the police in Spain. You almost did, huh?
Yeah. We decided to help people in other ways and concentrate on small businesses. So
I think so. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think so. It's actually the small businesses are the better, indeed. That's what makes the growth of it, because it's a little stores. And you see another store open, little one, and another one big already. We know the big market we are. But seeing little stores is nice to see that, taking risk. It's a big risk.
It is a big risk.
It is a big risk. Yeah. But at least it's the people professional to help you. That's what they have to look. Absolutely. How you convince the person? Sometimes, they don't realize that they need that help.
Yeah. And that is the bugbear of my life, knowing and asking people and informing people that they need a little bit of help sometimes. And I think from a small business point of view, people do need help. People, need to realise they need that little bit of help. So my job is really difficult convincing people.
I imagine so. Oh, God.
Yeah, and it's about trust. I was having a word with somebody.
That's the right word.
Earlier.
Trust.
Absolutely, yeah.
Trust. Well, they have to believe in you. They have to see it. And I think so because of your background. You started with only what? You told me 2 years ago it is, exactly?
That's right, yeah.
You started with 2 or 3 company or a little store or business or people bought to bring here. And now you have how many?
Yeah.
You got a lot now following you.
Yeah, and I think any small business really, needs to understand and recognise that social media it's massive. Facebook is huge, Instagram is big, Twitter is even bigger
dangerous.
Probably.
Twitter's dangerous. But it's
dangerous,
true. That's what we all have to realize. Media is very important, social media.
Yeah.
Facebook is very important. Twitter is very important, like you said. Instagram, everything is very important because give all the information to everybody. And that's what we need, exactly, to be realized. It's very hard to convince them, really.
Yeah, yeah.
And I repeat it again. How you convince them? I have to ask you again. Okay. How can you convince, if right now imagine you have a gentleman right in front of you, and you see his business, he contact you. How you will convince him?
I'm going to put some makeup on first. And I'm going to wear a dress.
A beautiful dress.
The shorter the better. No, I'm joking.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke about it.
And I'm going to do my hair, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to make an impression, because first impressions last.
Knowing the business, what it is.
Absolutely.
Exactly. First, you have to find out about his business, and then you have to say, well, where can I put it? Where can go? And it's very hard indeed. But you told me a secret about 5 what? 5 letters.
The 5 WH questions in business I'm going to adapt this from my policing days when we would be sat in interviewing victims, witnesses, suspects. And the 5WH questions work alongside the TED questions. All these mnemonics are going to be, you're going to be, oh, what's TED, what's 5WH? So 5WH is, for example, the what in business, the where in business, the when in business, the how in business. There's one W that I'm going to leave to last, and it's a very, very challenging one, which is the why. It's a question that, you know, you would leave right until last, okay? So from a business point of view, I would meet Mr. Smith, for example, and I would go out and I would wear my nice dress and put my hair down.
So we have to say we have to have protocol at some time.
Absolutely, yeah, build up that trust and that credibility, because that's what it's about. And I would ask them various questions about their businesses, adapting the 5WH questions, but leaving the why. You know, why aren't you doing this? You know, because it's a very, very challenging question.
It is very challenging. You have to ask. It's a good question. Why you want this? Why are you fighting for it?
Absolutely.
Why you open this? Or why you came here? And that's a question I ask. Why you came to Spain?
Yeah.
That's the one. I got you there.
You want to know why I came to Spain?
Yeah, because everybody comes, you know, okay, here we are, it's beautiful, this, but always is a why.
Yeah.
A reason. Health, or maybe future, or maybe because you're tired, or the weather. Then why, Rachel?
I'd like to say it's because I want to retire and I want to sit in the sun, and I'd like to, you know, enjoy the Spanish lifestyle and embrace the culture, but sadly and unfortunately that's not going to happen anytime soon. But for me, coming to Spain was always on my bucket list. When I retired from policing,
doesn't like Spain.
It was always going to be, we're going to retire to Spain, myself and my husband, but it just happened a little bit sooner than what we anticipated. So we moved to Spain, we set up our own business, and here we are today, you know, trying to help other small businesses out with their social media.
That's what I say. You have somebody who has an experience for a business point of view, and she can help you how to go forward.
Absolutely.
That's good when you have your own experience.
Yeah.
People come aboard and say, oh, I can do your business, I can help you. And I'm asking, okay, what background? Does somebody in your family have business? Do you have an adventure in it? You have to have a little background, a little feeling about it, so you know what they're suffering, how they're going through, and how desperate they are, some of them.
And you're right, because some people will say to me when I'm managing their social media, oh, well, I want to do this week, but they will say it to me in a way that they don't actually say, I want to do this week. So I have to get my crystal ball out and I have to imagine what my client wants. And it's really, really difficult. It is so difficult to connect sometimes with individuals. But if you can connect with them, again, I'm going to go back to policing days, when I was sat in interview and trying to get into suspects' heads as to why they've done something.
Oh, she's dangerous. Get in suspect. Find out. Oh, that is dangerous. But it's true. You have to figure out what they want, because sometimes they don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to say, oh, I want this way, the other way. That is true. You have to get in their head. And you have to look around the business, what's going on. Yeah. That's the most important part.
You do. Yeah. Get to know the client, get to know their business. We go above and beyond from a social media management point of view. You know, we do a lot of time. We do a lot of work in our own time, I should say.
And what do you think about Marbella? You've been here a little bit more.
Love it. Absolutely love Marbella. It's my first visit, and I really, really enjoy it. We went down to beach for lunch this afternoon prior to coming here, and it's so different to where I'm from, the east of Malaga. So different.
The east of Malaga is
more
calm,
vibrant.
This is more people movement, more atmosphere. International, a lot of people from local, from different parts of the world. You see. There's different things. That's why it's hard to focus people to the business, because they see, wow, glamour and everything. But they had to they realize they had to look for social media, an expert in marketing, so pro social media marketing. Did I say right there? Yay!
Well done.
Thank you very much. But it's been a pleasure to have you here, Rachel.
Thank you. It's been a
pleasure.
Don't
forget this place. Don't forget this face. That she will help you. And having, you know, she's being in the police, so, you know,
you can
trust her. She's already, how you say, fichada, you're already in it. They can find you right away.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rachel.
Lovely, thank you.
It's a real pleasure. Alien White.
Hi.
We have somebody who is especially into online products. Like we said, we're bringing a woman's today. So I think it's great to see so much women entrepreneur and taking risks and doing their own business. So you started in what type of modality online? What business it is?
Basically, it's a skincare, wellness. There's 250 products in the range, so lots of products for everybody. But yes, it's skincare, which is my sort of speciality. I've been a beauty therapist for 22 years. So
that's good. You have a background, because some people, they go to business. I think it's not that well recommended to go to business without knowing what is what is going on. They have to look forward to it, what it is.
I was just looking for skincare to do facials as a mobile therapist when I was on maternity leave. So that's how it kind of started, and I was blown away by the products and the results, and I just felt like it was something that I wanted to use. And then my business has progressed from there, really. So initially it was using them and then promoting them, and then now it's...
So you use them yourself. Oh,
gotcha.
That's good, that's good. Some people say they use it, they don't use it. Do you really do?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God, yes.
No, honestly.
Don't tell me, take your years back? Oh, God,
I've worked with a lot of top skincare companies, but yeah, this is, they work, they do what they say, so that's... I couldn't recommend anything that I didn't, 100% believe in and wanted to use myself, so yeah.
I think this is the most important thing that you did. Like we said before, you had to know what is the product, you had to know this. But coming into media, into social, like we said, social media and media, it is so important right now. It's moved more through websites, through internet. They're having opening a store.
It's massive. I never realised, like I said, this was not something that I was familiar with, social media, but you fast realise that actually there's a big opportunity there. And the more and more I saw what I could achieve with social media, and obviously I was a mum, and I was home alone with my daughter, so
That give you a little bit more break, indeed, no?
Well, I didn't have the flexibility to be out and about, so the fact that I could do it...
being in the social media and media, you can do that. It's like a baby boom. You remember that movie?
Yes.
Have your own business in your house.
Exactly. So it was perfect.
It's perfect for mother, but sometimes I say it's good for mothers. It's good for everything. It's getting more confident in a sense.
Yeah.
And brings you up your autostem, right?
Well, this is it. Suddenly you're not just a mum. You can, because I'm quite a driven person anyway. So it gave me that opportunity to still be that motivated, driven person without, being restricted to a house as a mummy. So for me, it was perfect.
Oh,
I loved
it. It's a good idea. But you bring it up at the same time groups. You training people after that, or people contact you. That's the open door for it.
Exactly. So it did progress. My business has progressed along the way. So now I build teams and I help and mentor other people to do the same thing that I've done. So obviously it's changed my life in so many ways and allowed me to work from home. It's allowed me to move to Spain with my daughter. And I just want, I'm helping other, not just mums, but helping other people to change their lives and to work from home and to...
And at the same time, you meet more people. It's fun of it.
Yeah,
Getting
it's amazing.
in contact to other ones.
I was just chatting, I never, okay, I've moved to Spain, you don't know that many people, but all day long I'm talking to people. I never feel alone, it's a very... It's really, mums in particular, it's very nice because it does give them that they're connected to so many people and gives them their confidence back. And
I think that's very positive in a sense to find, because sometimes as a mother it's very hard to find work.
You lose your identity and exactly, they're
find
quite
work
restricted.
Exactly, so isn't it a great opportunity? It's to write the right work to one, this is for sure.
That's it.
So you recommend people, you recommend mummies, if they want to, that are working or they're tired of working going out, start a business in your own house.
Exactly.
Start,
so it's not just mummies. Anybody can do it. But for me, obviously, as a mummy, I can highly recommend it.
Any woman can do it, right?
Any woman, man. It doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're, if you're driven, business-minded, or you just want to make a bit of extra money even. But mummies in particular, obviously, that's where I kind of...
That's what I turn.
Like to, yeah, exactly. I like to help mummies.
It's the best part. I think it's fabulous. You start a business like that. How long has it been already?
Me?
Yeah, the business.
The company's been around for over 30 years, but me, myself, I've been doing it nearly 3 years now.
Wow, that's great. So you can tell you have improvement going up and up.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell me you're the first one who started it.
No.
Here in the social media.
Yeah, I'm not that old. No, the company's been going for 30 years, but yeah,
there are more of you selling the products, okay. Doesn't matter even though it's not competition between you all.
No. We all help each other. That's one thing I'm really proud of is the company as a whole, that's what really appealed to me. It's very, very supportive, and it's encouraging everybody to do well. But, you know, my team, I just adore them. You know, everybody helps and supports each other, and it's a lot of mindset. So I've got people in my team who were on antidepressants or, you know, suffer from anxiety, and they don't now.
They don't know.
Because it's working on your... And myself.
We're not going to say the product, huh? We're not going to say the name, of
No.
course. So you have to reach her.
Yeah.
Everything. Because then you have a voice. Okay, I'm
Exactly.
suffering anxiety. I'm suffering stress.
Yeah.
I'm bored. It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Wait, but you can't guarantee that can come out. That it will be a good business because it's hard. You know, you have to keep it up.
Yeah.
You have to have the right contacts, or you have to start opening.
Well, that's...
How exactly you start social media and the same in the business? Because you start contact people
Yeah,
between friends,
definitely.
and the friends helps you.
Yeah.
Because normally it starts like that, you think so, right?
So, I mean, I obviously started very small. I wasn't really a big social media, you know. I've learned as I've gone along the way. But yeah, exactly, because you're connected to the world. So I worked on cruise ships, so I've always been quite drawn to
Move to people,
other people in other countries. So that appealed to me straight away because we operate in 49 countries. So I thought, okay, well, I can connect with that person and that person.
Fantastic.
And then before I knew it, you know, I was just expanding because social media, you can connect with anybody.
It's true, it's true.
You know, I chat to my girls in South Africa the same way I chat to my friend who lives down the road, you know, it's really
How
nice.
dangerous is social media? How dangerous is the internet?
It's quite scary. If you think about it too much, it's pretty...
It is, on
It's-
one side it's great,
it's
exciting, but it's
massive.
massive and it's kind of scary. Because when you lie in your house relaxing, there goes a telephone, there goes a Skype, there's a conversation, you're
It
like,
can,
can I turn it off? And they say, why you turn it off the telephone? That's another one they say.
It's just
Or your
endless.
computer out. It's endless. It's always,
endless.
always they can find
And I'm
you.
still learning, you know, different avenues and different ways to connect with different people. And yeah,
That's
I
what
love
it's-
it. It's really, I
It is
really
exciting
enjoy
to
it.
say.
Yeah.
It's enjoying. It's the way you're always learning something new, always.
Always.
And on the line, that's for sure. on
It's,
social media.
it's endless. What you can do is, you know, the
Huge.
world's your oyster, you know. You
And
can,
like I said, on the telephone now you can find everything. That's a bad habit too. We're going for Mr. Google, hi. And we start looking, well okay,
Yeah.
what you said before, they find you very easy. That's
Yeah.
that's hard indeed. So we have to say thank you, Mrs. White.
thank you.
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
me. It's been lovely.
It's been a pleasure, and I think so. We have to watch this lady, like I said, to all the ladies we bring into the program because they are hard workers and they fight for it, and they're here on the Costa del Sol, on Marbella, and for all over. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you see this. So many trophies, but they still have more yet. And they told me they have a huge one that they couldn't bring it, so let's see next time we can watch it. Yes, we have here the netball ladies, huh? How you like this? We have Eleanor,
Hello.
we have Sandra, and we have Carrie.
Hi.
She is the coach, so I'm going to pick on her a little bit. She said she don't want to talk, but I will. Tell me about this netball. What exactly it is, because people, they might know, but how it's played. How they played it.
7 on a team, all different positions. You have areas that you can go into, certain areas. And yeah, it's just basically work the ball down the court and score a goal.
She put it so simple, Carrie, but I don't think so it is. High simple has to be speed, and it's a short, I say playground, it is a short, the basket, because it's like a basketball, but it's not. It's short.
Yeah, there's no backboard, so it's quite difficult to make it in. It's precision's key, because you've nothing, you've just got to aim for the root. That's it.
That's not difficult indeed, I think. But not talking to Sandra, how you come to this that ball?
How did I come up to it? Well, actually our club's been running now for, this is our 11th season that we're going into, and it started by, I was part of the Grapevine luncheon, ladies luncheon group, and I gave a talk and they asked me to start a netball club. I went along to a lower, and lo and behold, there was another netball club.
Another one?
Just starting on exactly the same night.
Oh,
so
wow.
we amalgamated, because actually between us, we had enough for 2 teams. On our own, we didn't. And from then, we went from strength to strength. we had an Irish international, we had some English county players, of which Kerry is also one, and we started from there because of a love of netball and wanting to socialise and develop it on the coast.
So
And
actually, there's 7 on in the team, or there are more ladies in it on the club. How many?
7 play at one time, but I think we have now roughly about 25 members.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So actually, the club started 11 years ago, like you said. Then
That's
you
right.
all got together, and now how's developing? How's going, Sandra?
Well, now, 6 years ago, sorry, we went into JIB. It did take a long time to get there because they're quite precious.
Yeah.
They all play netball, and we had to prove ourselves, which we have done because we started at the bottom in the 4th division. We only put in 1 team then, and now we have, well, last season we had 2 teams, 1 in the 1st division and 1 in the 2nd division. And this is all due to the fact that we train every Monday. Without the training, we obviously wouldn't be the best. And so we're committed to
So
that.
you have to commit it. Eleanor, you're committed to it?
Yes, I'm there every Monday, 7 till 9.
7 to 9. Every
Yeah.
Monday has to be the training. How many games you win already? How many games you play?
The season hasn't started yet.
Okay,
so,
so when it started again? When
it
is
will be
it?
starting in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, great. So where you go? Exactly what places you all go to play? Gibraltar
Well, we
is one
play
of
the
them?
league in Gibraltar.
And Sotogrande, I think so, no?
We have friendlies in Manilva,
Uh-huh.
and we go on tour, and we've played in Portugal before.
Oh, you're going to play next, it's going to be a Saturday playing, yeah?
yes, in Manilva.
At the same time for Manila, but
Yeah.
that's a friendly.
Yes.
We also go to tournaments in La Manga and Portugal. We're always keeping an eye open for new tournaments that we can go to.
Also, we can say, Eleanor, there's more netball ladies around then.
Oh, of course, yeah.
How many are around in Europe, we can say?
In,
Europe, thousands, hundreds of thousands.
I like to ask that
yeah,
question.
but in Spain,
But in Spain, I know.
Actually, we used to have more because Almuñeca used to play, Mijas used to play,
Yeah.
but Madrid still play, Manilva play, and ourselves. And I think that's... I don't-
That's near,
that's near
La Manga,
Manga,
Yes,
isn't it?
sorry,
Rojales.
and Rojales,
Yeah, there's a
yes.
team in
So there
Rojales,
are
yeah.
4.
Wow, so how many, do you know how many are in Spain? As a coach, you have to know.
As a coach?
Catch you there.
I'm sure
they're
there's
only
got
the
to be
14.
teams everywhere. There's expats living
Yeah, there's
all over
expats
Spain.
everywhere because they
so,
don't teach it in Spain, you see. So it's only expats that you'll
only
probably
expats.
find
Yeah.
playing the game, yeah.
Yes,
So,
we had
so cool, we could say it's a couple of teams around then in Spain.
I would say local to us, I would say about 5, 6, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I think they also play in the
Costa del
islands.
Sol.
On the
Yeah.
islands, too. I suppose I do that
Yeah.
in the islands. So what is exactly women's have to have attitude? What how to say physical? They have to have?
Well, as you can see from the 3 of us, we're all completely different shapes and different ages. So it depends on the position you play. It is also always better if you're in the goal area to be taller.
Uh-huh.
I'm in that area and I'm not very tall, so I have to learn to jump. And when you're in the centre court players, speed is important as well.
Oh, so speed is very important. Like I would say, speed. We're gonna come in a few seconds. Yes, don't move from the chair. Wow, so you don't move from the chair because we're still here with a netball team. Yes, ladies. I was asking them in a second and I say, I wonder, there's a prizes, but the prize is a cup and it's the prize of feeling yourself so well. First I'm going to ask the coaches, you don't want to talk. What do you think about it? I think it's the prize, the best prize for you is to, okay, you win a cup, but feeling so well, so good inside.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's no better feeling coming off that court and seeing all the players how happy they are and just how our hard work has paid off throughout the season. Because again, it's done through the training.
So actually, it is because it's no prizes and it's just for sport because you love it, right, Sandra?
That's right.
You
It's
love
because
it.
the joy is actually competing and that sense of fulfillment and happiness when you come off and you just know you've given your best, you've done the absolute best you can.
She's a happy crowd. She's the one who's always moving everybody, Eleanor. She is. Oh,
Yeah,
there's more people
she's-
rowing more. Well, they are.
Yeah, she does a really good job.
and we are very competitive, so of course we want to win, but sometimes it's not always possible, and it's just you've tried your hardest and you've been to training and we put the practice in, and then we get the best results we can.
If somebody's watching us, they can join you. Is that
Yes, yes.
Please.
Yeah,
I think
come
so. We
along.
have one here in the back, right?
Yeah, we've got a new recruit now.
You used to play, I think, so. No?
I did. Quite some time ago, though, so I might be a bit rusty.
Oh, she's going to be a bit rusty.
We don't mind, we don't mind.
We can wash you down and oil you up. Don't worry.
Okay, that sounds promising.
You promise you're going to try
I promise.
that?
I'll promise to go to training, yeah.
Okay, at least do the training, huh?
Yeah.
But it's just, you say you don't forget about it, right? You just say.
No, you don't. It's like riding a bike. Once you've done it, the rules don't really change. It's just, it might be a little bit quicker, or you might be a bit off pace, or just increase that training a bit more.
That's gonna be fun, girls. I'm gonna watch it for you. That's for sure. I gotta see this one too. But at the same time, Eleanor, where they can all find you? Somebody watching. I want to see this game. I want to participate. Where they all can find you? Where?
Well, we train at Laude School in San Pedro on a Monday between 7 and 9.
Always in San Pedro, Cantara, where you're playing. That's the
where we
training
train,
area,
yes,
exactly.
yes.
Fantastic. At least it's a place to have and to enjoy. This is true. And as a treasure, Sandra, I just found out she's a treasure. Ooh.
Give me the money.
What can we ask to the people? What can we ask to somebody who would love to support sport?
Oh, I'd love a sponsor, because look at our kids. It's so nice to have a new kid. One good thing is, if you want to go on court feeling good and want to win, you need a good kit. You need to feel proud in what you're wearing.
Exactly what you wear, it's true.
Also, the sponsor has their name on, so it's good advertising for them. And we have to charge money for people to play, because we have to hire the courts, supply the balls and the bibs and everything. But we keep it to a minimum. If you play in the squad, because we have to register, it's €150 for the whole season, which is September to May. We keep it at a minimum. And if you're not playing in the squad, but you still play regularly and in all our tournaments, it's €100. That's for training every week.
Every week.
And monthly tournaments, and tournaments when we go away.
Well, I think so. That's cool. Don't you think so? I think it's fine.
Sounds good.
There's a reason of rising need for everything and to having. So you all ladies, you wanted to say something else before we leave?
Come along.
And it's very social as well. A lot of people come here and they don't know anyone, so they think, what can I do? To join a team sport is a great way of making friends.
Because I mentioned you all have a break, you have lunch or dinner, you make a family.
We have monthly socials where we get together and we go out. We go away to Tarifa for nights out together. So even if you just want to escape for a little bit, just come.
That's it. You got the word. You want to escape
and
a little bit,
and
enjoy.
fit as well at the same time.
Oh, you get a lovely fit. That's it.
So you're going to come too?
I'm going to come, but to watch you. And I want to see her, this one too, like I said. But anyway, just join them, and we're going to try to put here the information, and see you later.